Welcome back, YouTube Axis and Allies brethren, to the turret in Goldsboro, North Carolina, where we're doing Japan's fifth round turn, so J5. For purchases this round, we're doing one tank for 5, one infantry, one tank, and one artillery for 12, one cruiser and one destroyer for 20, total 20, and we're saving one IPC for the next round. So for the first battle this round, we've got one fighter from Burma going 2 spaces with 2 spaces left in its fuel gauge, and one infantry from India attacking this one Russian tank in Persia. So we'll roll. All right, so here we go. We got one fighter at 3 with the blue die, and one infantry at 1 with a black die. Needing one hit right here. And we got one hit with the blue die. So the Russian tank has been destroyed. And it's really been destroyed because now it's hit the floor.
Good job, Dad.
All right, so here we go. The Russian tank will now fire back with a blue hit die. And it did hit. So we will lose the infantry unit. We're not concerned with who controls Persia right now. So we'll go from there. We'll take off the infantry unit and leave the fight. So next combat move, we've got one transport from C-Zone 48 off the coast of New Guinea, taking 2 infantry with it to C-Zone 46 and landing them in the Solomon Islands. So we'll place a Japanese control marker there. All right, so for the last combat move for this round, we have one transport from C-Zone 62 going 2 spaces to C-Zone 64, bringing 1 tank and 1 infantry. We have 1 fighter from C-Zone on the carrier in C-Zone 62, traveling 1, 2, and 3 spaces to Alaska, and they'll be supporting the infantry and the tank, and they'll be attacking 1 UK and 1 US infantry. So we'll take that to the dice pool. So here is the roll for the Japanese attack of Alaska. We've got 1 fighter, 1 tank, and 1 infantry. And 1 hit. So got 1 hit there. And so here goes the 2 infantry units, UK and US, firing back. 1 hit. All right, so I'm going to assume that he'll lose the UK infantry, and Japan's going to lose their infantry. So we still have 1 tank and 1 fighter for Japan, going up against 1 infantry unit for the US. So we'll roll those at the same time this time. So here we go. And there's the hit. So the infantry unit for the US has been eliminated. A tank division is now on Alaska, collecting its 2 IPCs. All right, so for our non-combat movements for this round, we're going to move this 1 aircraft carrier up 2 spaces to C-Zone 64, and that's where that fighter will land safely. We've got the battleship and cruiser from C-Zone 48 will move up to C-Zone 53 off the coast of Hawaii. The aircraft carrier in C-Zone 50 will also move 2 spaces up to C-Zone 53 off the coast of Hawaii. The transport in the Philippines, off the coast of the Philippines, in C-Zone 50 will take a tank with it to the Hawaiian Islands. Let's see here. The fighter in Burma will move 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces to the Philippines. The fighter that conducted combat in Persia will move 2 spaces back to Burma. And I believe that is all our non-combat movements. So we shall do the unit placement. All right, so for our unit placement, we have 1 tank division going to Japan. We have one cruiser in the C-Zone 62 and one destroyer in C-Zone 62. The three ground units left over will go to India, one tank, one artillery, and one infantry. So, for the IPC portion or collect income portion of this turn, Japan did move up from 27 to 29 IPCs for taking over Alaska. The U.S. went down from 38 to 36. So, Japan will now collect 29 IPCs. Right here. And they had one left over from this round. So they'll be at 30. And let's see what national objectives they achieved. Let's see here. They did not achieve number 1. They do have East Indies, Borneo, Philippines, New Guinea, and Solomon. So they get a 5 IPC bonus for that. And they also control the Hawaiian Islands, so they get a 5 IPC bonus for that. So they will have a total of 40 IPCs to spend next round. All right, so for the unit placement recap for Japan, for their J5 turn, in India we have 1 armor, 1 infantry, and 1 artillery. In Burma we have 1 fighter. In Borneo we have 2 infantry. In the Philippine Islands we have 1 fighter. In the Solomon Islands we have 1 transport and 2 infantry. In Hawaii we have 1 battleship, 1 cruiser, 1 carrier with a fighter, 1 transport, and 1 tank and 1 infantry. In Iwo Jima, 1 infantry. In Okinawa, 1 infantry. In Alaska, we have 1 tank. Off the coast of Alaska, we have 1 aircraft carrier with a fighter and a transport. On the Big Island of Japan, we have 1 infantry, 1 tank, 1 bomber, 1 factory, 1 AA gun, and off the coast of Japan, we have 1 cruiser and 1 destroyer. So, that finishes up the J5 turn this round. From the turret room in Goldsboro, North Carolina, Captain Jack and Pvt Joe, over and out.